So this one is going to be a. What was it again? Is it terminal uplink? No,
It's a
terminal
rush objective. Yep.
Yes, terminal rush. This one acts like rush from the Battlefield series with the MCOMs. You have to take them in sequential order. But background: armed police strikes at the heart of an ongoing human trafficking operation. Though there are no victims in the area, there is still plenty of information to be found that will aid in rescuing affected individuals. Area of operations: sandy and hilly. Mission rules: nothing specific. Game mode: rush. The mission will go into overtime, and the final terminal is being hacked.
I could make an information for that doggo if you want, but
view distance 1250 meters. No magnified optics. Defender
We'll
45 points, 125.
do you have any
no
tips for being a
dots.
Zeus? Yes.
Matt is going to be the Moz for Blue 4 and the RPG 32 for Green 4, both AT rockets, no HE. Do you want to go through the uniforms, or do you want me to?
I'll do it 1 second. Sorry, answering more questions, but we have to roll it back. Excuse me, roll it back. That's for something else,
Wow.
right, Barb? Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
Woo. Anyway. Uniforms for Blue 4 are African police kits. Checking their DMR because it's not mentioned.
Oh, they
Looks
check
like it's going to be an
their
SVD. Shut up. Otherwise, they have FAMAS's, HK416s, Glock 17s for the secondary, Mini-Me's and FN Mags for the support LMGs and MMG respectively for the FN Mag, an M72 Law for the light anti-tank disposable. Recon's going to get the T5000 Sniper, and the suppress shooters get a choice of a Mark 14 or an AS Val. That's actually an interesting choice. I'd probably go with the 14, but the AS Val, I mean, that's been hit or miss, but interesting choice between 7.62 by 51 or 9 by 39. Otherwise, Crew and Aviation get the Scorpion or the HK416 carbine version of the D10, meaning it's a 10-inch barrel. Otherwise, nothing on the crew served weapons. Assets for Blue 4, they get 2 APB M2 Humvees that are up armored, 5 UAZs for transports, 3 motorbikes usually for X-ray to use, 2 transport M151 Humvees, 3 police Skodas, 3 police Volga Gazes, and then 1 AH-6 Little Bird that has... Oh. Whoa, no. There's no fucking way they gave that rockets. There's no fucking way.
No, that's wrong. It lied.
Yeah, no, it lied. Yeah, there's only one freaking gun pod. Sometimes
God
it breaks. The script breaks and doesn't show what they put on it. But
like
I was about to say, like, it does not have HE rockets. There is no way in hell they put HE rockets on that. Knowing F and F. About to say, like, that's 14 HE rockets. There's no way in hell. But no, it's just one M134 pylon. Go ahead.
I gotta deal with something.
Go ahead.
That made me so hard. I just need to take
yep,
a second.
of course. But they only got one minigun pylon, probably with only, I want to say 1,000 to 2,000 rounds, knowing FNF's balance. But they still have the Little Bird. And with the right pilot, which I think Vagrant's going to take it. No, he's just standing up in front of it. Mountain's going to fly it. He's a good pilot. Not the best, I would say, but he is up on the, higher tiers for FNF. So we'll see what he does with it tonight.
I hope he doesn't fly into a mountain.
Barb?
Yeah?
Barb, can you... I want you to listen here, okay? Ready? Kill yourself. Okay. Now... okay. So Green 4 is going to... in case I couldn't read, I have to squint here to read this. It's really small text. It is Modern African Militia Desert Camouflage. Small text. Very, very small text.
Is, with it being National Disabled Awareness Month, here at FNF, we try.
I mean, you
and
just
make
made
it
that joke, so yes, you are
anyone-
disabled. But anyway.
Exactly. So I'm a shining example. But what we've done here for the Green 4 Forces is we've made the text legible for anyone with terrible fucking eyesight. So anyone's grandma, grandpa, they can come play FNF and maybe have a heart attack or two when they crash into a mountain.
All right, Green 4's marksman rifle is going to also be an SVD. Loadouts are going to be AKMs and AKSs, PM handguns for their secondary, RPK and PKP for the support machine guns, RPG 26 for the light anti-tank, T5000 sniper rifle for X-ray, and an AKS or an AS Val. AKS is 45-round mags for the recon suppress shooters. And then crew and aviation get a choice of a PP2000 or an AKS. Nothing on the crew served weapons. Assets, they get a battle bus. And 2 Gaz 66 trucks, a pickup car 2 Dishka fishing boats and 2 BTR 40s with Dishkas. Looking at the coast here, these Dishka fishing boats have a front shielded Dishka and then 2 side Dishkas and a rear PKT. Actually, if we go and look under green 4.
Oh, these are the fun boats. Yeah. These are, I think, recent additions from Cup.
So they also have a smokescreen generator. That is dope. So it's 900 rounds for the PKT, and then all of the Dishkas have 9 boxes of 50 rounds each, so 450, 12.7. That's awesome.
Like, this could rival the Mark V from RHS, honestly.
It's only going to be
the,
usable in
Z23
Sector
though.
3, or at least Terminal 3 on the coast, and yeah, I want to see it used. It's probably not going to be used, but I hope to God it's used.
Yeah, that's really going to be about it, and they're not going to have too much room to maneuver out to sea. They should be a decent enough distance away to where
Hey, I
anyone
want
shooting
rockets
from the
too. We
coast
all want
has to
rockets.
really lead their shot.
Rockets are riot,
but-
that's what I say.
Yeah, this is going to be the only place where it's even viable. But because it's inside this barn here, they'll be able to pen it pretty easily with a 50 cal Dishkins.
Yeah, especially because it's wooden texture, so it's really easy to penetrate in with 12.7 or any other anti-material rifle and just murder everything inside. But otherwise, terminals do have to be taken in order. I don't imagine Green 4 is actually going to go down to Terminal 1. They might teleport over there and build a defensive line, but I assume Green 4 is just going to stick to Terminal 2 and 3 and leave Terminal 1 as a distraction. Maybe put a squad down there just to hold out, put some explosive traps, but that's going to be it, because otherwise it's going to be...
This one, I'm not sure entirely what the mission maker was thinking.
Yeah.
Well, these are natural buildings, so there is a town here, but the fact that it's a solid 2 clicks away from the second terminal, there's no way on an operation like this where it's very obvious the best route of
All right.
flow of traffic.
I'm going to rapid fire this. So Cholt leading Platoon HQ for Blue 4 Maz as the medic, Galil leading X-Rays, got Waldo as the medic, Lolo taking the sniper, already in a helicopter because it looks like the AH-6 might move him, and Revanche, who's the 2IC,
Yeah.
Green Shade and Tiger being the suppress
Straddling
shooters.
that
Tiger's
minigun.
taking the Mark 14, Galil I can't tell because he's in a Vic, trying to look inside, but since he is... I'm trying. I see an AS Val in there, so Galil's rocking the AS Val. All right.
Oh, it's
Nielsen leading Alpha HQ, Sublon being a crewman slot, don't know what he's taking. Norris leading Alpha 1 with Bates, Herb, Iqbal, Carlson, Eagle, and Montgomery. Leberoy leading Alpha 2 with Olaf, Bacon Flavored, Ivan, Wise, Mutant, Wayne, and Rust. Thyreb leading Bravo HQ with Shrek as a crewman. Looks like he's taking the M2 Humvee, and the other one, I guess, has gone to Charlie. All right, interesting. But we'll get to there. Bravo 1 being led by Chadwick with Jack, Nova, Rave, Master, Bannister, and Sharp under him. Dogbert leading Bravo 2 with Alm Tree, Red Claws, Big Ham, Leg, and Win. And then Charlie HQ has merged all the Charlie elements together. They're being led by Schnuffles with Corval, Call, and Vagrant. Tender Banner, Space Cowboy, Carl, Delto, Fez, Artisan, Puma, and Corvic all under him. And again, as I already said, Mountain is flying the helicopter. Now, Pierce is demanding Green 4. And some people, I'm going to clarify something real quick. Pierce has some really crazy plans that sometimes come up. I don't see how he can make a crazy plan for this one, but I'm sure he'll find a way to shock me. I do, whenever something weird happens, I do call it a Pierce play nowadays. I don't mean any offense to Pierce. Pierce is a wonderful commander. I've seen him do some great plays. I've seen him do some really crazy plays that somehow work, and I've also seen some crazy plays of his completely fall flat on his face. I would say he's the most controversial commander, but sometimes it works, and it really works, and I get pissed off when it works.
Controversial commander.
Controversial. Shut up.
That would be Pierce's movie. If a movie was made
That
about
would
Pierce,
be, in all honesty, but
controversial commander.
we'll see what he comes up
Play
with.
like,
So
Who Killed Captain Alex?
whenever I call Pierce out, I swear, I assure you, it's not out of malice. It's just because the man comes up with some crazy shit. And Maz has already poked me saying this is going to be rough. Where is Maz? He's probably on Green 4, which means I don't... we'll find him in a second. But otherwise, Lurch leading X-Ray with Sleeve, Sledv, right?
Sled, yeah.
Sledv, okay. So he's the two, actually he's the medic. Catnip being the sniper, Savant being the 2IC, Jane taking AKS with 45 rounds, and so is Mito. Saddam leading Alpha HQ, Alpha 1 being led by Stottenberg with Azuki, Cindy, Despo, and Cobb under him. Dreek leading Bravo HQ, Bravo 1 being led by Bridges with Wheaton, Martin, Fist, Mike, and Maverick under him. Cosmonaut leading Bravo 2 with Squeak, Wiki, Miller, and Patriot under him. Roland leading Charlie HQ, looks like Charlie 2 merged with Charlie HQ because Charlie 1's still its own element, but Roland leading Jax, and then Black Fox would have been the Charlie 2 leader who merged under with Dibdev. DB Dev, whatever. And then Bayan leading Charlie 1 with Falcon under him, Ash, Julie Grav, and Chow. It's a nice power couple right there. And then Tech leading Delta HQ with Delta 1 being led by Helios with Glaze, Sly, Banks, Egg, and Arcor. Where is Maz? Maz has to be on blue 4 then. Ah, right, he was blue 4 medic under Chult. So he's saying it's going to be rough. So that means blue 4 is going to do a really silly thing. They might do a rush. I'm willing to bet they're going to do a rush. And then have the helicopter lead, but they are going to have the AH-6 drop off their sniper team. So
Chult, so they might be trying to get in the head of Pierce.
I wouldn't be surprised because Pierce does
someone like Pierce
do some interesting stuff. I would say the biggest counter to Pierce is just having a really standard rush play, because Pierce always comes up with some crazy stuff, but Pierce will always keep you guessing, so this might be the 1 out of 5 times where he just does a really basic defense as well. This is why I like Pierce, though, as a commander, because you can never counter him. Vagrant, you know he's going to pull something grandiose. Stark, you know he's going to effectively utilize certain groups so you can counter those certain groups. Any other default commander is usually going to play it safe, but Pierce, you don't know what the fuck Pierce is going to do. And Falcon is under Pierce, which means Falcon is going to probably bitch about it if he has something crazy to do. But he hasn't poked me yet to say anything, which means Pierce is probably going to do something standard, which is going to probably counter whatever Chult does. Because if I'm being poked by Maz to say Chult's going to do something crazy, Pierce might actually perfectly counter this. But we'll see. We'll see. But again, my favorite example to show that Pierce has crazy bullshit that happens is a World War II mission from like almost a year ago, where Pierce put like half of his force in this obscure part of the map that had absolutely no reason to have half his force there. And then all of a sudden the attacking faction went, hey, let's push almost all of our force in trucks through this really obscure part of the map that we have absolutely no business to go on. And Pierce's force is just annihilated and ambushed. And it was like, why did this work?
It's one of those things where
it was one of those rounds.
It is better to be lucky than to be smart.
Mm-hmm. One second. Ah, man. I mean, looking at where Pierce is deploying his forces, he's going to be putting a lot of units on Sector 2 as well. We have some vehicles down to block the road, which is quite nice. Though I see that looks like he has some forces already lining up to go on the ridge here, close to the town. Now, I don't want to see him go super, super high. The really close ridge immediately to their east would be decent enough for Overwatch. But if you go super high on this ridge, you're not going to be able to have the range to hit anything in the open areas. There's just going to be too much space in it. But, I mean, with this little river as well, you could form a really nice Green 4 defensive line just on that river alone. Making your enemy pretty much go across it in a different way in part of the dry area, but that's going to at least consume time. But you know that they can't flank you and take Terminal 3. They're going to have to eventually come to Terminal 2. So maybe like a spaced out defense of holding the river and then holding the ridge would be really good, but that would have to be an all eggs in one basket play. Or, Barb, they could take the boats and they could bring them into the river. It would be suicide. But it would be funny.
Could they actually? Yeah,
they
those
could.
Boats.
They could.
Well, the one, well, obviously, yeah, that one turns into a dead end, but this one, ooh, there's some shallow bits.
Oh no, this is scaring me. All of the Sector 2 defense has gone to the northeast side, and they're lined up to go onto the ridge. What are you doing? It's not a, like, if they immediately get on the 2 closest hills, which I know they're not going to do, but they could set up a good ambush, but they at least need people to be in the sector to prevent someone from just running in, grabbing it, and then camping it, because it's a terminal, which means someone can just run in, defend it, and then Green 4 has no opportunity to run back and touch it if someone just rushes in, which it does feel like Blue 4 is going to go for a rush play, but
yeah,
I don't know.
They need the sector, and I don't think that can be presence. I don't think they're really combat engineers, so that one's going to be pretty much a freebie.
I'm scared.
But no, I'm absolutely with you. I think if Blue 4 have gone into the head of Pierce, they're going to rush first objective, maybe first 2 objectives, and just see how far they can go. And it doesn't look like they're going to be taking the boats. Stavenberger is eyeing it up seductively.
I'm going to be honest, the boats are only going to be good for two things. One, directly holding Terminal 3, and two, AA. AAA, technically. So they somehow broke all the wheels on one of the UAZs immediately. And now they might not have enough room to transport. They're going to have to go back and get the Skoda cars. That's funny. Otherwise, Blue 4 convoy coming in. And they're dividing into two groups because they're going to encircle Terminal 1. I'm going to be honest, they should have just delivered the... should have had the AH-6 Little Bird just do a flyby to see if there's anything there to lead the rush, but I know why the AH-6 Little Bird's flying over on the left flank. It's because they want to deploy the sniper somewhere, which... oh, you know, maybe putting it on the island to overwatch Terminal 3 wouldn't be a bad call, but it looks like they're overpacing it. They might deploy somewhere to the north. And yeah, Green 4 is charging up the ridge. And they're having some vehicles charge down instead.
This is way
too
far
much
of engagement.
Yeah, way too far for
the average rifleman. These guys are...
and they're still climbing.
Check this.
They're still climbing.
7.62 AKs, they're going to be a little bit better than 5.45 over distance, but still, a good 500-600 meters, it's not going to be accurate in the slightest.
So Blue 4, interesting enough, Blue 4 is actually dismounting on various positions, but the closest units are holding because they want to do a unified push-in, which I think is commendable. What just exploded?
I heard that too.
That was a motorcycle. Motorcycle hit a tree. Bacon is bandaging. Amazing.
Bacon.
Thankfully, no one's died. He's Alpha 2, third down. But, okay, I think he was just solo driving that in. I appreciate the unified formation they're trying to do on the active Terminal 1, but, again, this is why you want to have your helicopter scout to see if it's even necessary. But, again, they're committing that helicopter to deploying a sniper team back here, and they don't want to use an asset filled with people to shoot, but... is Green 4 still climbing that ridge?
Yeah,
Good God.
I think they're going right up to the peak, 228. It's not a bad, not bad eyes, but I mean, they're gonna.
What's the max render distance though? It is
1250.
Okay, no, so that is a good chunk of render distance. But if you have everyone on Overwatch, who's gonna watch the town?
Yeah, it's gonna be around 600, 650, maybe 700 meters away.
Because they've got Charlie now watching the right flank on the riverbed, but who's watching the town?
They have, yeah, these guys rolling Black Box Jacks. I mean, they're going to be mobile with the truck, but if Blue 4 pushes, it's not going to be a small force.
They got time because Blue 4's playing Terminal 1 cautiously because that's the only thing they can do. AH-6 Little Bird now pulling to the north. I think it should have circled and gone on the right and then started doing reconnaissance on Terminal 1, or at least start reconning Terminal 2. But
it did just before this was set down Lolo and Revenge. So they're moving in on foot as well from the north, and the little sniper spotter team heading up along those mountain ridges.
Pickled.
They might run into Mito, Jane Saunders, and Lurch, who are heading on that same path, or they're gonna intersect at some point.
That's a lot of distance to cover, though.
Yeah, I think now the Little Bird, this is good opportunity for it to do exactly that. It actually doesn't have a co-pilot, it's just Mountain in there, so if you can get someone in there to use the nose camera, you make a great reconnaissance vehicle, but without that, he's gonna have to use his Mark 1 eyeballs.
So Pickled in my chat is bringing up an interesting point. Maybe they're planning on sacrificing Terminal 2, and then when Blue 4 moves to Terminal 3, they're going to have Charlie and Bravo here and Delta fold in and encircle Blue 4 as they're trying to move in on Terminal 3. I don't...
That's too much of a sacrifice.
I feel like, though, that is something Pierce would pull. Something that's really grandiose like that. Now, communications normally break down in FNF. Today's been a bit of an exception because communication on rounds 1 and 2 and the previous round were amazing. Or they were just super well coordinated, but that requires communication. But it could be. It could be a honeypot to just bait Blue 4 in this area and then move in. But I don't see Blue 4 not putting forces along this ridge, or at least in the high ground here, to overwatch forces in the low ground, which I guess would just contribute to Green 4 baiting it. I don't know. It's a weird call.
So Green 4X right now coming around the
See him firing the
same
boat.
ridge that Lolo and Revenge are on. They may not spot each other. This angle is going to be really precise. But
Jane might come
here,
over.
coming right over the ridge, but they're over the next one.
No, Lolo's in the open right now.
Oh, there, the skylining right there.
Jane
There's Revenge.
doesn't see him.
Doesn't see Revenge there. Lurch.
Lurch
has
might have
binocs.
spotted him.
No, Lurch is looking way
Oh my
too
god.
far. Way
Jane
too far.
saw Lolo but didn't register
It's like
that it was
camouflage.
Lolo.
And
Yep.
I think Revenge spotted them. And so Lolo, then they're going to
Oh, Jane's going guns up.
East.
I don't know who has their binocs out right now. It's Lurch, but they're looking left right now. I think he thinks he spotted them somewhere else.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, Revanche and Lolo are now pulling back. Oh my god. That's brilliant. That's actually brilliant. Hey, sometimes camouflage works in PvP. You'd be surprised.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially in something like Arma.
All right, Terminal 1's being taken now. They've put one guy in there. They're forcing all their other forces. I really hope they don't move in on foot. I hope they grab their vehicles back and push in, because honestly, it's going to take less time to do that. Because moving on foot, that's going to be 2 kilometers, and that's just going to eat the clock. So hopefully Blue Force sends people back to grab Vix and they get remounted, but yeah, that's going to be a clean sweep there. You're already seen, let's see, this one Vic over here, that's X-Ray. I guess the other part of Blue 4 moving up on the right side. But it's going to be a slow start here.
Of course, both of us have something after this, and they go the slowest that they can go. Is what it is. But yeah.
So I'm going to level with you. Because of how long the first round went, at the end of this round, if it drags out, it's going to be... that means I'm not going to be able to do my Daisy event until, like, midnight. So I'll probably make a judgment call depending on how quickly this round ends. But based off of how it's being deployed, it's going to either go to time or Blue 4 is going to steamroll. But it looks like Green 4 is starting to redeploy now, realizing that some of their positions aren't really the best, but they are capitalizing on these massive open areas. So...
yeah, I'm with you. I'll probably make a decision call as well, because the TMTM thing is, you know,
at midnight.
once every year.
Yeah.
Or, no, it starts now.
What are you doing here, then?
Doing some FNF. They're gonna be going for a while.
Okay.
So like it. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll both make a decision.
All right. By all means, man.
But yeah, so Green 4, they are setting up here, looking. I mean, to their credit, they are looking away from the road for the most part. So they're looking for these kind of through the trees on foot positions and not just holding the obvious spots. So credit to them where credit is due, but we'll see if it's effective.
So Don is telling me, Falcon told me to tell you, again, his squad said, we are all ready for Pierce's Fitnessgram Pacer test.
Fitnessgram Pacer test.
Unpopular opinion, I actually liked the Fitnessgram Pacer test.
Yeah, fitting his dick in your mouth. Oh! Oh! Walked right into it. Right into it. I saw Don and I went,
Well, the reason I liked it was because I had pretty good strength for my age. I only gained my gut after I started doing culinary in high school, but that was after PE was all over because we only had to take it up to 10th grade. Fun fact, though, I took 10th grade PE online so I could free up more, free up a slot so I could take my culinary stuff a year early because of how the schedules were rigged. But that's for a different time. Probably I'll tell that story while I'm doing mission dev.
So tender bank and moving on foot.
But culinary arts was probably the most fun I had. Other than meeting Bloodwind.
So it looks like some of Blue 4 did go to their vehicles. Some are still on foot. Most of them are actually getting back in their vehicles, but they are moving away from the road.
Oh, this is going to be another long one, isn't it? I do appreciate Blue Fort remounting all their Vics, but we're going to be spending a lot of time looking at the macro here.
Montgomery rolling up and cutting his engine. So they'll probably dismount here.
Ooh, laggy.
Scout out that river on foot.
I don't know what the hell's laggy over here, but... yeah, it's something I think
Yes,
towards
there you
the
are.
town here.
Hey, nerd.
What? Oh, Don calling me a nerd or something. Or was it Bundle? I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, Pickled, round one went really
Since we
far.
got a little bit of time before I think we're going to see contact again. What do you got going on in the DayZ event?
So it's going to be an escort. I'm going to start an Essiker. I'm going to use the P menu to friend everyone so they can actively see my position. I've got 3 locked safes to go to. Each safe has a good chunk of some loot. And whoever's escorting me gets the loot. That's it. And then after the 3rd safe, I'll turn off my invincibility and someone can shoot me in the face, because that seems to be the norm for events like these.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to make the events a little closer to the spawn point so people can get fielded back in, but this is going to be a pretty heavily PvP event. However, the start's going to be a little PvE because I'm going to spawn about 50 zombies around me and, you know, make the rescue worth it. But it's a simple escort mission. The next DayZ Pay for Pain, I think, is going to be 2 weekends from now. And then following the weekend after is going to be an Arma 3 Pay for Pain. But tonight I'm also going to put my sound bites on so people can mess with me, and I'll make the locals mess with me as well. So.
Very nice. Sergeant Miller opening up with a PKP onto Blue Fort Alpha 1's position. And he will make them get their heads down. I think might have scored some hits, but it doesn't look like he killed anyone. They're going to return some fire.
Oh, I just saw Carlson get a headshot, but it didn't register as a headshot. That was robbery. I could see the blood splatter through his scope. Now his shot's short. That one might have hit. That one knocks him out.
Very nice. I think that one was, yeah, from Norris. Maybe it was Carlson.
Carlson just got a great headshot. He's catching someone else in the open.
He's credited with
I
one.
still do MCOs. I've taken a break from them. I need to run an announcement tonight or tomorrow talking about them. There's been a few things that came up and it went crazy, but we're going to resume MCOs this month. This is round 2. Not sure if I'll cover round 3 though.
Force is now moving down from the ridge line.
Because of time.
And it will instead a little bit closer to
An AT
round
come
4.
in. I love how this is a 5.56 scope and Carlos was making it work for 7.62 by 5.4. He's getting fairly accurate with it though.
With Charlie 2 driving around in a UAZ. I think they're just kind of doing logic right now, and majority of them, most of them, now on foot
some
trying
blue
to
phone
force
moving
them
around right
the
there.
inside.
Smoke
They're
grenades being
actually
popped.
going to find themselves pretty much allowing Green Fort to
I don't
flank
know what
them
is super
as they
laggy over
move
here, but
north.
it's when I turn
Green
over
Fort Force is
here,
gonna be
just
on their
rendering
left
all
flank,
that, I
so
guess.
They might try and encircle them and trap them up on this ridge. My frames just tank.
Yeah, when you look in the direction of Terminal 2 and 3, the frames just die for whatever reason, but when you look away, you're fine.
Damn, it's the first time that happened.
So, this is why I hate Pierce, because look at where Blue Force pushing all their forces right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And Green 4, you know, they put 2 squads up there originally, so
Mhm.
I don't know where they got moved. They actually separated, that's why, but it was the smartest call to make for the op, and he somehow did it. Now, whether or not his forces are going to be able to hold is a different story, because they're separated a bit right now, but they might be able to bait each other, and as one force pulls back, another one can immediately push back forward, so... I judged it.
Across this dry riverbed.
And it still works, somehow.
I want to see him try something. 'Cause this is the environment to do it.
But based off of this is going to take the entire round.
2 very clearly defined ridges. I mean, we still have Blue Force streaming across it, heading north. So this If they can, this group down here in the crossroads continue down and get across, try and get on the flank or get behind, it's gonna do a lot of damage. Oh, is that why you're so quiet? You're eating?
Hmm?
Are you eating on?
No, is my headset being weird?
No, I just looked over at your chat. They're calling you out. Where I was like, I mean, I was just like, yeah, you look quiet tonight. Must be tired, or he's planning something for a DayZ. But that makes much more sense.
No, sorry. Let me.
I know you're fine.
I probably just fixed it.
Yeah, lots of
don't
Green
worry
Fort
about
now trying to pull down to the river. I think they're going to try and actually man the defenses back at Terminal 2 and hold it a bit tighter, trying to fold back in. So this kind of harassing fire, in the grand scheme of things, is going to slow down Blue 4.
Yeah, you got a massive platoon element now pushing around the flank. They're going to probably get on that ridge and start streaming down, which is going to flank this massive Green Fort battle line.
Yeah,
but
and here comes Lolo
this
from
is
the,
going to go to
from the
time.
north again. And he's only about 300 meters
Only
away
the
from
marksmen
Banks
have been
and
able
their
to hit
group
anything,
as
so
they start to pull back off of the ridge.
I think timing-wise, I'm not going to have the time to cover round 3 because then it's going to go past midnight, and I can't afford that.
And Liru, they've manned the boats. They're using them as AA
See it?
vehicles.
Yep. I told you the 2 uses they're going to have is either static defense
man.
or just, you know, AA. And that's great. I love it.
We're actually seeing a pretty cohesive front line being formed right now. Pretty much following the river here on the west side of the road, but on the east side, where Blue 4 has been able to get across, Green 4 is trying to extend out as best they can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I just want to test real quick. Yeah. I'm going to keep my render distance down. So I see these plays eating the clock here. It's not enough to make the victory go to time, but it's going to make the round very, very long in terms of just a lot of maneuvering plays Blue 4 is going to do. So they still have a force down on the southern side of the riverbed. That's going to just draw the attention of Green 4 as they do this flanking action. We might even see Blue 4 send a squad bypassing Terminal 2 to immediately go to Terminal 3. I don't recommend it, but it's possible. And with Lolo and the Revanche in position here as an X-ray lead, they could guide the remaining Blue 4 forces to come around as they provide some overwatch. But Green 4 is now firing at a Blue 4 vehicle down south. That is one of the M2 Humvees. It's also loaded with some infantry, and they're just trying to get around it this time.
Yeah, so they're going to pull around more.
Oh, it's been raining for me all day as well, bro.
Blows in. We have Tenderbanker, who's now crossing the wet side of the river. So he'll be able to get up across, start making some initial scouts on the western side here. See Bravo 2 now, they're holding here right up on this hill. This is a much better spot to look directly over the sector. So I think this was played pretty well by Green 4. What? What exploded?
I saw a vehicle desync a bit, but I think it was just the Humvee crossing the river, and it freaked out a little bit, but otherwise it's fine.
Gotcha.
So now that's going to aggressively push, but yeah, that Humvee could just charge right into the terminal site, and they can initiate the terminal hack. Yeah, because there's no one on static defense here. Green 4 do have forces enough where in 90 seconds they might be able to get in there immediately.
This is pulling out the RPG-32. And
wow, Gunner just got sniped.
Snipe, yeah. Chris is looking for the target, trying to lead, can't turn fast enough. Shot is behind.
What is this Vic doing?
RGL's hitting it, but it should be good. Now
Did some engine damage.
Maybe a little bit. It's decided it can't go up the hill, so it's gonna run back.
Oh my
down.
god, they
Someone
baited a
friendly
GL to
fire.
hit Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
And that I also saw him in the smoke. Where is it?
It stopped, and now it's remaneuvering at a different angle.
Yep. Pretty sure this one the gunner is actually dead.
Yeah, the gunner got picked off before they even started doing the run.
Yeah, he's got a skull on him, I think. Yep, Artisan. KIA.
Now they're going to park and go hit the terminal.
No. I think he's trying to still maneuver. Well, no, yeah.
And the closest Green 4 forces are actually pushing back as Blue 4 is now engaging this Delta 1 element. Montgomery's down. Bates is doing his best to engage stuff.
He's looking for an entrance. He's going to find it here through this bush, I think. No.
Montgomery fails his wake-up check.
entrance.
Now you got the M2 just blindly firing in the smoke. Because they're firing into the buildings to make sure they're clear.
Might as well. 50 cal pen the wood really easily. And we should start to see them
still trying to push up on
find
Iqbal.
that cache. Or sorry, the terminal.
Yeah, you'd think, right? They're still all in that damn Humvee.
Yep. I think they're waiting for someone to reply. From Green 4, I mean. They sprayed all that
They're switching seats.
wood down for a reason. Surely there was someone in there.
Yeah, surely, right?
Wherever that gets out.
Yeah, but it happens.
He thinks it's in the building.
No, they're going to clear it first before they move to the terminal site, because the marker would be directly... They'd be able to see that with their GPS, but that's besides the point.
There's Carvac going for it. So yeah, you're right.
They just want to make sure it's empty so that no one runs out and tries to kill them as soon as they touch the terminal.
Yep, so they got that one. 90 seconds on the clock. Now this Bravo Green 4 team, they're really out of position. I think they're going to start falling back to the north, and it looks like where most of them are headed. Patriot might get picked up here by Lolo and Revenge. Lolo pulling up the sniper. I think that infantry is actually passing too close to Lolo. I don't think Lolo has an angle. Instead, he's firing way far out there. That might alert Bravo 2 to his position. If that shot is clear enough, they're in front of the muzzle, so it should be pretty clear.
Little Bird now flying high over the AOs here. Green 4's left flank is already starting to pull back a lot of forces. The right flank trying to pull back. But it's going to end up reinforcing the other part of Green 4.
Good. So Cholt now. Cholt,
fire
who is
going up
the
on that
platoon commander,
helicopter.
he's gotten in the co-pilot of the Little Bird and is using the camera ball.
Yep, the scout.
To do his own scouting, which is probably the most reliable scouting he's ever going to get. But the two boats, they were able to spot that Little Bird out from really far away. And they ended up suppressing fire.
I don't know who that was. It might have been Helios that just got taken out.
Shreds it, no doubt.
Yep, now Green 4 is trying to pull back, but, you know, on this tough mountainous terrain, it's really difficult to pull away, so Green 4's kind of fending for themselves. One of them just got dropped, so Tech is now back here. Hack 2's completed. Patriot getting the drop on Lolo, the sniper. So that was X-Ray's team getting spotted.
I really think that instead of pulling back to Terminal 3, this whole Green 4 force should have pushed into the terminal site and try to reclaim it and just start holding the town to the last man, because now they've given up both the terminal and a lot of their own positions for not a lot of time burnt off the clock. And that's what the whole point of this ordeal is. So in about 7 minutes, we're going to get or 2 minutes, we're going to get the 15 minutes left. So we got about, 27. What am I doing?
There's
27
still
minutes left in the round. So if they had delayed more, that would be another 5 minutes maybe at the most off the clock, and that can add up.
Falcon and Maz in a 1v1. Falcon bandaging. Maz firing on a Charlie HQ, Vic pulling back. Still having some fighting up on the ridge here as Arcor is pretty much fighting for his life. Montgomery is still down, had a few bandages go on him, but I think he was interrupted. Sablon getting picked off by Arcor, and Herb is also down. So Arcor might put some double taps in here, but otherwise Blue 4 are even firing to a northern ridge about 400, 500 meters away. Revanche is still up, Lolo's still down. A BTR 40 has come around on the hill. Doesn't really have the best eyes though, but they're, I think, trying to wait for Blue 4 to continue to push in. AT fired by Arcor there, and he managed to knock Herb back out when he woke back up. Now Arcor taking fire from, I believe, Nielsen.
I think he knocked out Sablon as well.
Yeah, Sablon got shot, and Montgomery was already down. Herb waking back up again. But Arcor now could be flanked, but Arcor is now firing up at... I don't know if he got a kill right there or not. There's a dead Blue 4 guy, so what is Arcor on?
Shooting. So
hey, he's on 3 kills, and he has 3 people down, so...
Oh yeah, I see him now. So he's doing work, and now they're really able to do what they're meant to do, but at this point, it's...
Chadwick looking around. Doesn't see Arcor bandaging. Arcor doesn't hear him. Oh, man, Arcor, this is luck. This is such hard luck that Sharp and Chadwick didn't check their frickin' left. Arcor firing some more rounds here. I think he just got another kill. Might have been on Herb. Yep, he's up to 4. Sharp now checking that area, hearing that gunfire. Now Sharp's gonna get him. Headshots, yep.
Down as well.
They got Blue 4 moving up that left flank. Green 4's redeployed themselves on the harbor here. In the tree area, I guess, to cover these open areas as well. But Blue 4's push has been left in a little bit of shambles because of how many guys that have been taken out. So this is just going to be another tough maneuver. This is round 2, War Sage. Bravo 1, we just had Chadwick double tap someone that could have been the other guy that was with our core. I already forgot. Do you remember who? Because I know you name dropped him.
I totally forget.
Yeah, I know. Now you got Revanche firing into Bravo 1. Excuse me, Alm Tree. Firing into Chadwick and Sharp. Chadwick taken out. Friendly fire.
So you see that? Bravo for Green 4
Glazed.
there, still retreating.
All right, thank you, guys.
Making good pace, so they're going to have enough time to set up some basic defenses, I think, for
Oh,
Charlie.
round is halfway done.
Don't know who has the ability to make trenches, but they should start doing that if they haven't already. And I'm not seeing many.
Getting
I
hit
see a
by
lot
a
of
marksman
Heskos,
over
but
here. That was,
not
who
really.
has the marksman rifle? Oh, no, with irons. Wow. Because they're skylining, that's
those
why.
boats, they should be able to stop anything from even trying to get to the boathouse where the terminal is. But we'll see what kind of fire they're going to withstand. Now, they can't always go way to the north and be pretty much in total cover. Same with the south, but their effective range is going to be very limited just because of how short the AO is going out into the ocean.
Falcon with an RPK, the entirety of Charlie. They're a little spaced out. Falcon already took a little bit of damage. I want to see him make something here. Very few people in FNF can make a play like this, and one of them's Falcon. I'm trying to hype him up. I want to see something. Because eliminating that entire group to the south might actually put it back in Green 4's favor. But we need to see this blocking position hold these forces in place. We need to see Falcon coming in and flank. Falcon and his nest, yeah, right?
Black Fox launching up some GPs. They're just a little bit short, another 50 meters or so, and you're doing some real damage.
Yeah, so the main Blue 4 force is going to get stalled as they lick their wounds. But that's going to allow for this force on the left flank to potentially move in.
Yeah,
And then we have a few guys to the north on the main force coming around to do far stuff. But again, it's going to be like a 10 or 15 minute maneuver.
Yep, just a scale of the AO. Yeah, this Blue 4 force here on the coastline, they greatly outnumber Charlie HQ here. 5 of them around here, and 2 are starting to retreat. We got about 8 to 10 or so for Blue 4 pushing up, so they're going to win this fight just by numbers. However, Grav and Ash going to make that fight even easier by continuing to pull back. Dibidev here on the coast. He might get caught out from Maz if Maz keeps up this pace.
Yep.
He's just going low, right at the waterline, stay low. Maz, if that's a frag.
It's another lull.
Yep, so that's going to start to alert these guys to some nearby presence, hopefully. And might get... Saddam is looking over there at Green 4 Charlie. If he spots any obvious targets, he should be able to schwack him with a 50 cal. What about Falcon? Yeah?
He's on the move. Korvac alone, trying to utilize that marksman rifle. Is he firing up at Green 4 X-ray? What a Chad.
Probably.
He's going to get tunnel visioned here, though.
Oh, yeah. Over Korvac dips down just
Falcon
as
used the
Falcon
low
comes
ground.
into position.
Falcon's going to spot
But he is-
Korvac.
Yep, gets the back of him. That's a good clean shot here, and
Korvac
into
dives.
the water. Grenade going out. That is not going to be enough. Oh, but he
Right,
gets
knocks
the shot.
Korvac out. Yeah, rolled over. Puma now firing.
Ooh, that's not good.
Another grenade going in.
down. There's a little bit far.
I think Korvac's going to wake back up.
Oh, no, he fails the wake
Fails
up.
the wake-up check.
He's going to drown.
Puma's using the riverbed here to flank around. Falcon spots him.
Can't quite get the kill.
Neither side getting a hit on each other. Both pull back.
Yeah, Korvac's dead for sure.
So that's causing Space Cowboy, Carlo, and Puma to stay back. Hold up. We got the rest of these guys on the coast. Grav trying to capitalize on the coast here.
They're pushing back. A bit of a counterattack coming out from them.
TV's down. That is nice. Blue Force still maneuvering up on that ridge. 20 minutes to go. Falcon's now going to aggressively push the water line here. Puma has some crossfire shots going over his head, forcing him to look north. And he is also going to go on the coast.
Blue 4 now, Vagrant and his team, they're going to pull back a little bit if you try and strike a bit more inland through the tree line, because they are not getting any progress done on the open coast.
Oh, Puma, he's looking above Falcon, staying super low. And then Puma quickly folding back.
Here comes Mountain. Did he lose his co? Nope, Cholt decided to just hop out. I guess he was taking too much
Cholt's
risk.
with his with the main force right now, or I guess in between. Falcon now running around.
Someone is...
Who was in the coast right there? Because he's now invisible on my sensor.
Yeah, same. Even on map 2, he's not there. I don't know.
Falcon's tracking him.
Well, that's going to learn the Space Cowboy Carl, who actually has a bit of concealment.
Misses
from
that
his
barrage of
bush.
fire. Space Cowboy pushing as Falcon pulls back.
Gets a fresh mag in.
Space Cowboy has an FN mag though, but Chow is also on the rear now flanking.
Puma's focusing on Chow now. Falcon peeks back over.
Falcon spots Space Cowboy.
Both
Falcon
taking
pulls
hit.
back as he runs out of ammo. Cowboy taking multiple hits. Grenade being thrown.
Ooh, goes in the water.
Yep, Falcon pushes.
Gets another.
Gets him. He's going to have to go to double tap, but he's in the water, so he might not get that double tap. Falcon going to immediately bandage. Cowboy, he got hit at least 3 or 4 times there. Could still wake back up if they were only armor leg shots. No, fails the wake up check.
Fails the wake up. He could wake up again. He still has more time. He's probably got about...
Korvac, Falcon's
60
crippled
seconds.
right now, but he saw that wake up check fail, so he might run in and try to double tap.
Yep, checking his
But
flame.
he's not going to be able to. No, he's going to drag him out of the water so he can double tap him. Oh, that's mean. Oh, that's so mean. The disrespect.
No, I wouldn't even say that's disrespect. He knows.
No,
that
you're
Space
right.
Cowboy
That's the
Carl
strat for getting
would
someone
do
out of the water.
something Like that.
But he's
If
gonna
he
take the
had
effing mag.
chance, he could, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
I would, because the RPK, he just hasn't had the stability for it. So if you're going to have an unstable
yeah.
weapon, at least have a more powerful unstable weapon with higher caliber.
Yeah, 7-2 NATO versus the 5-4-5.
Kabui is now pushing Falcon's position. Falcon's going to quickly do some medical here. Kabui spots Falcon. Falcon fires.
Kabui face
And he
doesn't move
just
at
gets
all. Goes
blown
for the
away.
Shot in. Yeah, gets it.
Wow.
Good stand by Falcon, though.
But the Little Bird taking fire by Chow, but that stopped that left flank, but Blue Force now set up this battle line to push in. Green Force pulled back majority of their forces. Mountain on that Little Bird now just firing into the smoke.
Hopefully, yeah, he holds his fire on that group. I think recognizes that they were Marines. Or, you know, Royal Army Corps, whatever you want it to be.
RPK's terrible, I know, right? I
there
saw
he
him
is.
missing those shots, man.
Martin looking up into the mountains, watching for Blue 4. Doesn't have any optics, so I don't think he's going to be able to spot anything.
Chow maneuvering around, and M2's going to push right on their position to sweep the rear. Mr. Chow, what is your play?
Could...
He's mannequin.
Oh, he could... If the Humvee stops up here, it's going to keep on rolling, but he could get a shot on the back of the gunner from, well, obviously the rear. And that would defang it pretty much.
15-minute. Blue 4 in a decent battle line, but they're fairly spread out, so I'm not sure.
15 minutes remaining.
I could see them like flanking around on the northern side and then running down the coast. They're gonna run into the 2 boats, but those are RPG bait, to be perfectly honest.
Snuffles right. Oh, checks Chow's bush right there. Does he see him?
Yes, he does.
Because he's medicing and takes down Chow. Snuffles with the 10,000 IQ play.
Blue 4 vehicle rush with 3 people on a gas.
Here comes Revenge. He's pushing up to Green 4 X-Rays Hill by himself. He's trying to pull off a 1v6. We'll see if he's able to do some damage, but just that little 416.
The gas rush. The gas rush. Oh my God, do it. They tripped the tripwire flare.
Why are they getting out here?
The gas rush.
Pierce got some good shots on Bacon.
This is going to cause all of Green 4 to fold in, allowing Blue 4 more room to maneuver, which the outskirts forces around Blue 4 Alpha 2 might be able to capitalize on. Nova getting shot.
Revenge getting out to Green 4 X-Rays Hill.
Bacon holding, but he's prone right now. Grab trying to finish it off, gets the headshot.
Yep, Bacon
now
goes
it's just up to
down
Wise.
He is inside at least, but here comes Cosmonaut, goes past his building.
Revanche on top of X-Ray's position here on the hilltop.
Yeah, gonna find Mito there from those shots.
Revanche would like to have a word with you. Elegant. Headshot, headshot, headshot. Wise still up. They're sweeping around. We might see Squeak double tap Nova. And there's the double tap. That might have come from Pierce instead.
Ooh, Sledge shooting out now.
Oh my gosh, my camera.
Revenge tries to mag dump over there and gets the headshot. Sled going down.
Revenge has been doing a lot of good work these past 2 rounds. Granted, he lost the second round, but he was up on 8 kills with an SVD. So now he's just harassing Green 4 X-Ray. He might be able to find the sniper or suppressed gun and utilize that to keep pushing. But Green 4 here, they're at a bad angle. We started a rocket round fire into the town on Despo's building.
Gonna do maybe a little bit of damage, but nothing serious.
Did someone just...
Why he's trying to do some
Someone
fire.
just tripped a mine. Roland just hit a mine.
Mine.
Yep, and the freaking building with the terminal. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, at least the mines work.
They do work. They weren't fakes. Banisher launching out some 203s.
Dooley
got Maverick, who just now wakes back up.
in the middle. Oh, he's got a marksman rifle though. Almtree gonna check this rock. Oh, but he's got it. He's got an FN mag. Oh, Dooley is gonna get outplayed in a second.
Tiger is now assisting Revenge up here on Green 4 X-Rays Hill, trying to get some fire drawn off of Revenge.
Beautiful.
Maybe giving him an opening.
I thought
he's gonna
Almtree
take
was
that
gonna see
opportunity
Dooley's
here
marksman
to
rifle
grab
poking
that
back, but he
suppressed
didn't.
APS like you were saying.
Now Dooley's gonna let him get some distance and start picking them off.
Actually, it looks like he picked up the enemy radio. He's going to be able to
Blue
listen
4
on the
Russian.
comms.
Oh, Dooley, please. No, he thinks there's more and he's gonna wait him out.
Wise still vibing in his house.
Another vehicle rush coming in with an M2 leading.
Oh, but the truck gets in front. And those two...
Oh, the boats! The boats!
Two, I think. Cobra is still up.
The boats just killed 3 people.
Yeah, I saw the truck.
Oh! Oh!
Puma still alive. Black Fox not going to check his right as Puma tries to go for the headshot, can't get a clean shot, and Black Fox is going to be able to slip away. But here comes Grav, another target, but they can't get him either. Black Fox has no idea where he was being shot from.
By Rav, I think the boat might have just did some crossfire. No, they weren't in an angle, but the gunner got taken out. Satchel thrown on that Vic, killing both Blue 4 and Green 4.
I don't know if that was a satchel charge or a demo charge. I think it was a demo. Another beep beep. There's a satchel. Grav, he's gonna die from that. He's trying to go prone, but that's gonna take out both Grav and Kabubi Face. No,
My
Kabubi
God.
Face as well. I just watched that happen to him. He's now hollow.
Well, at least his name came back for me.
Oh,
Oh,
his name is still gone for me. That's wild.
oh, it just disappeared for me as well. Yeah, no, it's back and then disappeared again.
Now it's back for me.
Guess it's a weird animation bug or something. I don't freaking know.
Yeah, I don't
GL's going out. Grav and DB are knocked unconscious. Green 4 now doesn't have the numbers to properly defend. 10 minutes, and Blue 4 is going to start trickling down. That X-ray element, Galil pushing, might have just gotten a few kills. No, it's been Revanche with a 3rd kill. I don't know what happened to the rest of Green 4, though, because clearly they haven't pulled back.
Yeah. Jane Saunders up here
Julie
trying to push
taken
back
out.
up, do a little counterattack solo thing. It's got that suppressed AKS with the 45 round mags. So definitely has something to work with here.
Strikers, Blue 4.
Yeah, Blue 4 now really starting to encroach in the east. Not a lot of Green 4 left in the town. Looks like Patriot making a play, gets
Martin cover that angle because he just saw someone's gun. Little Bird is now harassing the boats. Saddam now trying to get on the dish gun fire at it. I guess Stattenberg's boat's out of ammo. Other dish gun now firing. Isn't able to land shots on Mountain though.
Yeah. No damage, but does get some shots off at least.
9 minutes. Almtree and Red Claws now pushing Martin's building. Maverick coming from, covering from a different angle, but now they're getting on Martin's building. They're going to get out in the back. Are they going to push the stairs? Almtree on point with the FN mag. And, oh my god, Martin never saw it coming. Now, LeBroy is shooting up at Red Claw and Almtree's position. Thankfully, LeBroy is only shooting over, and he's not actually doing any damage. I don't see any blood down here, other than right here. Which, actually, no, he might have shot Red Claw. Okay.
Oh, the other boat, the gunner got taken out.
Yes, he
Who was
did.
out there with Stathenberger. He got
The,
headshot from somewhere.
Yeah, he's right on the front gun.
Sure. Yeah, on the front gun, curled up.
Not a lot of Green 4 left.
No, I think they're going to win this on numbers. 7 minutes and a half still left. We should see
Almtree
it
firing into Maverick's
wrap it
building.
up fairly soon. Jane Saunders still up on top of the hill. I think has maintained stealth. The rest of them continue to push
Maverick
down
gets the one-on-one on Almtree.
Maverick looking for more.
Love how Weiser just stayed in that building this entire time. Dilbert trying to catch Stottenberg out of position. Tiger also trying to put some long-range shots here. Stottenberg trying to fire up at that Little Bird.
Maverick laying some nice GLs into Eagle's building here. Doing some damage.
Ash is water camping. Amazing. Not the wisest choice. Shut up, Natty. That's a bad joke, but I love it. More AT
rockets
being fired. Maverick smoking his own building, holding up a majority of the Blue 4 force. You're going to see Blue 4 X-Ray, Waldo, Tiger, and Galil up here. They're going to push Coastal, and they're going to then try to get to Ash's position. Wise might be able to get a breach kill on Pierce or Wiki if they're not paying attention. But it is just up to Maverick here to hold Blue 4's main force. He just knocked LeBroy out. Firing at Dogbert. Really well-placed grenade. That might get Wayne. He runs back into cover, but it gets the double kill on the guy that went down. Maverick runs into the building, gets Wayne, but then he is taken out by Leg, or someone firing from further back.
I think it was a trade, actually.
It might have been.
Leg.
Wise now trying to breach Pierce's building. Pierce heard him, though, and is firing down.
Yep. Ash in that building. There is a second tripwire, and the other door on the north side, there is a tripwire mine going across that across that doorway. Most significantly, like, it is so hard to see that thing from coming into it, just because the rope matches the color of the wood. It just blends in seamlessly.
Toughy. Tiger throwing a grenade in.
And it looks like Greatmaster Waldo, Tiger, they're doing it. Tiger pushing in.
6 minutes, yep.
Smoke's coming out. He's going to run right into that mine here. Does he spot Ash? He spots Ash.
And Ash blows his face off.
Waldo, bad frag.
Nope, that was a smoke grenade, thankfulully. Grenade thrown over on the right. Ash taking cover. Waldo going prone. Ravemaster blindly firing over Waldo's head.
Ash taking cover, yeah, right in that water. They're able to shoot the feet out from under.
Wise might breach. Pierce is right over him. Waldo resorting to bandaging.
Pierce trying to crack that door open. It's a little hard to do. Actually,
Waldo still bandaging. Mountain flying overhead. 5 minutes remaining. Wise, Raid Master, and Galil going for the breach.
Comes Waldo as well. They're watching that door.
Did Pierce hear the footsteps move? He did not, but he has to hear those gunshots. He's got to open that door fully. He could get some nice rear shots. Mine goes off. Doesn't down anyone. Ash is going to hold. Galil taken out.
Rave doesn't know where the shots are coming from. Wise, I think. He's looking
Ash has to be systematic here. And amazingly enough, Ash is still kicking. Ran out of ammo.
Wise picks up the handgun.
Down to 2. Pierce running out. Green 4 might be able to get the touchback here.
Pierce
Ash got taken out, and Pierce jumps for it and is taken out by Overwatch by Revanche. Revanche on 5 kills. He's having 2 great rounds. Stotten Bay getting tunnel vision on the Little Bird. Oh, he's crippled. It's over.
Squeak's got to move. If Squeak can
It's
move,
over.
they got a PKP. Now there's still time for Squeak, but they got to move now. If they stay on this roof and just pussyfoot around,
It's
they're not
over.
going to get in there. Finally making the decision. I think there's still time. Can't
No.
quite get down the stairs cleanly enough. Oh,
No.
No, Squeak's taking way too long. Not enough time.
Steinberg, he's crippled, but he's making every effort here. It's over.
That's going to be it.
And Revanche still on Overwatch, putting shots on Stottenberger. He's not blindly firing. It's over.
Rip.
Be nice to Pierce.
Put
up a good fight.
That's a smoke. If it was a frag, it might have taken down Squeak. 7.
Stottenberg trying to get Wise there.
4.
Stottenberg being shot in the rear.
1.
Revanche takes him down. How the hell did they survive? My God. Yeah, I think they're immortal when the round ends. That it makes sense. Why? All right.